Welcome back to the channel, or hi if you're new here. I'm Elise, and today we're going to be learning how to crochet this super easy cat beanie. This is made out of a super easy rectangle that is just folded in half, and those cat ears will be created when you wear the hat. This is a beginner-friendly project, so I will be going over all of the stitches with you as we use them. And all you'll need to get started is a 4.5mm hook, pair of scissors, and some worsted weight for acrylic yarn. Okay, and once we have everything, we are ready to get started. Okay, to get started on our cat ear beanie, the first thing we need to do is make a slip knot. To make a slip knot, I'm going to wrap the yarn around two of my fingers and across, just like this. Then I'm pinching that yarn tail with my thumb so it doesn't come undone. I'm taking my pointer finger on my other hand and I'm putting it under the first strand of yarn and over the second. Then I'm just flipping that second strand of yarn up and pulling it tight. Let's do that together one more time. Wrap the yarn around two of your fingers and across. Pinch that yarn tail with your thumb. Take your finger on your other hand and put it under the first strand of yarn and over the second. Then I'm flipping that second strand of yarn up and pulling it tight to make my slip knot. Now that we have our slip knot, we can go ahead and put our hook into that loop. Pull on that yarn tail right there to go ahead and close the loop down around the hook. And we are ready to make our chain. To make a chain, all you have to do is grab that yarn with the hook, just like that, and pull it right through that loop. Again, grab the yarn with the hook and pull it right through that loop. Grab the yarn and pull it through. Grab the yarn and pull it through. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue making our chain until we're happy with the height of our hat. So this chain here that we're making will equal the height of our hat, including the brim. I suggest you go between 25 and 30 inches, again depending on how slouchy and how thick of a brim you want on your hat. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue making my chain until I have between 25 and 30 inches to create the height of my hat. Okay, once you're happy with the length of your chain for the height of your hat, we're going to go ahead and get started on row 1. For row 1, we're going to be making one half double crochet into every chain starting in the second chain from the hook. So if you look at your chain here and you count back 1, this is the first chain from the hook, and 2, our first half double crochet is going to go right here in that second chain from the hook. To make a half double crochet, we're going to yarn over, put our hook into that second chain, yarn over and pull up a loop so that we have 3 loops on our hook. Then we'll yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops on the hook, and there's your first half double crochet. Again, yarn over, go into that next chain, yarn over and pull up a loop so that you have 3 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops on the hook, and there is your second half double crochet. So we're going to go ahead and repeat that into every one of our chains all the way down until we get to the end. So go ahead and do that, making one half double crochet into every chain all the way down till the end, and I'll meet you right back here. If you find that as you're working, it's curling up like mine is right now, don't worry, that is perfectly normal. You can just flatten it out as you go, or just leave it alone. It's going to flatten out on its own as we make more rows. Okay, once you made it all the way down to the end, it should be looking something like this. We'll go ahead and make our very last half double crochet into that last chain, and that completes row 1. Now before we start on every row, we're always going to chain 1. That does not count as a stitch, it's just there to give us the height to start on the next row. And we also need to flip our work over so we can work the next row back down in the opposite direction. Okay, so now that we have chained 1 and flipped our work over, we're ready to start on row 2. Now for row 2, we're going to make 1 half double crochet in every stitch all the way down to the end, but we're going to be working in the back loops only. So if you look at the top of your work here, you'll see we have a little V made out of 2 loops at the top of every stitch. The one closest to you right here is the front loop, and the one farthest away from you here is the back loop. So every time we make a half double crochet, we're going to be going into that back loop. We're going to start right here in this very first stitch, and we'll make our half double crochet as usual, but again we're going into that back loop, just like that. Again, going into that next stitch, going into that back loop, and making our half double crochet, and we're just going to repeat that all the way down until the end of the row. You should end this row with the exact same number of half double crochets that you had at the end of row 1. Okay, so I've worked all the way down to the end of the row. It should be looking something like this. I want you to make sure that you don't miss this very last stitch here at the end of the row. It is really easy to miss, and if you find that as you're making your rows, your work is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, you probably just missed this last stitch. So go ahead and make sure again that you have the same number of half double crochets at the end of row 2 that you had at the end of row 1, and that you worked into that very last stitch just like that, and we are all done with row 2. Okay, we are almost ready to get started on row 3, but first, again, we always need to chain 1 and flip our work over before we start on the next row. Row 3 is going to be exactly the same thing as row 2. We're going to make 1 half double crochet into the back loop only of every stitch for the entire row, starting right here in this very first stitch. Now, working into the back loop is what gives us that nice ribbed effect on our fabric. You can kind of see it starting here, but you'll see it more as we add more rows. But again, we're going to make 1 half double crochet into the back loop only of every stitch for row 3. So go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you right back here. Okay, again, make sure you don't miss that very last stitch at the end of row 3. You should end row 3 with the exact same number of half double crochets that you had at the end of row 2. And this is what we should be looking like so far. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue repeating row 3. We'll always start the new row by chaining 1 and flipping our work over. And again, we're going to be repeating row 3, so we'll make 1 half double crochet into the back loop only of every stitch for the entire row all the way down to the end, and we'll always finish with the exact same number of half double crochets that we had in the previous row. And we're going to repeat this until our fabric here wraps comfortably around our head. So this is going to determine the size of your hat. So this may be a little bit different for everyone, especially if you are making a child size hat. But again, you are going to be repeating row 3 until you have a nice long rectangle of fabric that wraps comfortably around your head. So go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you right back here to let you know how many rows in total that I did. Okay, I finished all of my rows. I ended up doing 49 rows in total, And at this point, it should be looking something like this. And again, you may have a different number of rows than I do, and that is perfectly fine. It's just going to depend on the size of your hat. So go ahead and check one last time that this rectangle you have here fits comfortably around your head. It's not too big and it's not too tight. And once you're happy with that, we can go ahead and move on to the next step, which is putting everything together. We're going to go ahead and start by folding our rectangle of fabric in half, so the short edges meet. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pick right up where I left off. I'm not tying off or cutting my yarn. And I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch our first and last row together to connect them. So like I said, I'm starting right here where I left off. I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going into the back loop of that very first stitch. And then this row here is our first row that we made. There's only one loop there because that is the back side of the chain that we made in the beginning. So I'm just going to go right there to that very first loop and make a slip stitch. To make a slip stitch, we're just going to yarn over and pull through both of those loops. And we're going to pull that right through the loop on our hook, just like that. Again, I'm going into that next stitch in the back loop, and then into the next loop on that first row, just like that, and making a slip stitch into that next stitch in the back loop, and the next loop on the first row, and making a slip stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue that all the way up, connecting my first and last row together. So go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you right back here. Okay, I've worked all the way up, and as you can see, we've connected that first and last row. So that's going to be the side of our hat. And where we left off at the top here, this is going to be the top of our hat. So we need to go ahead and do the same thing along this top edge, connecting both of these sides together. Now you can go ahead and tie off, leaving a long yarn tail, and attach a tapestry needle to sew this up. But I'm just going to continue with my slip stitches along this top edge, right where I left off from the side. Now along this top edge, we don't have defined stitches because this is the top of our rows. So I'm just going to try to go as evenly as possible into the next loop, and then into the next loop on the opposite side, and make my slip stitch, and again into the next loop, and into the next loop on the opposite side, and make my slip stitch. And I'm just going to continue that all the way across this top edge. Okay, I've worked all the way across, as you can see. And we are all done now that we've sewn up this side and the top of our hat. So we're going to go ahead and tie off. So chain 1, cut your yarn, pull that right up through that chain that you made and pull it tight. And you can go ahead and weave in that yarn tail, as well as any yarn tails that you have left on the rest of your hat. And then I recommend you go ahead and flip your hat inside out to hide those seams that we made. Okay, and fold up the brim. And you are all done with your new cat beanie. Don't forget that when you put the beanie on, that's when you're really going to be able to see those cat ears. But other than that, you are all done and your new cat beanie is ready to wear. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. Go ahead and let me know in the comments how your cat beanie turned out and what you'd like to see next. Subscribe if you're not already. It's the easiest way you can help support the channel and my work for free, and it really helps me out. And with all that being said, I will see you in the next one.